Hello, hello, hello. I'm still getting situated. Okay. So today, the YouTube appreciation for personality. Let me get a hold of the link. We always got to start out our Welcome Wednesday with an appreciation. Ugh. This notepad I have on my phone is not the best. Now, why did it do that? Oh my goodness. I have the worst luck in the world. Scroll this down some. Okay. Oh, it might not be stuck in all caps. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so today we start out with our appreciation. And this is my appreciation for personality today. And here's the link. It is, well, let me get a space in here. Come on, YouTube. YouTube's not cooperating. My cam's been a pain too. Is the Friesian Horse channel. I hope that goes in. Really? What is up with YouTube? There we go. Terrible delay. I don't know if it's on my end or what. But the Friesian Horse channel, I really like it because they're in the Netherlands. And it was funny because on Facebook, I kept sharing their horse pictures. And they added me to their channel. And I got to really watch them grow. And they grew pretty fast. But the Friesian Horses, the history is, you know, knights in armor back in the day that fought, that had to be heavy. I mean, when you consider if you go horseback riding in different places, I think the limits, like, depending on the horses, is like, I know when me and my husband went to Tennessee, the limit was like 250 pounds that these horses could carry. So can you only imagine what it would have been like back in the day, these horses carrying these men and loaded with armor on top of it? So that's why these horses are just my favorite. And you can look them up on YouTube. And also they have beautiful images on Google. That's like my favorite horse of all time. Just saying. Well, hi, Chai. Hey, Arlene. Well, Arlene, you might want to stick around for a few. Okay, Arlene, that was weird. I could see you on my phone before my computer. That was really weird. So anyways, this is crazy. I'm going to do a drawing first. It's past due. I got to cut these out first. We're going to do this drawing first. Sometimes in my comment section, I do sneaky ones. And sometimes for the month of November, I do gratitude, and sometimes I do a giveaway for my birthday because that's just me. So I waited and I went back to my birth date and I saw who commented on my birth date. And we had UK Scrapper, which is going into the jar. We have Arlene. Well, you better stay or you're going to miss it. We have Arlene because she commented. We have One Busy Mama because she commented. And then we have Sonia because she commented. So what happens is I'm going to do a $10 gift card for this one. And it's going to be a giveaway to whoever wins. And you get to pick, and it'll have to be either the Dollar Tree, Subway, or I could even do a virtual one through Amazon. If you can't get out the shop, have it home delivered. And that helps a lot too, because I'll do that for somebody that's out of the country. That way it saves on shipping. So we're going to juggle it up. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we're going to see who's going to win this. So this is the one that came out. UK Scrapper. Woohoo. So I wanted to make sure you were here, Arlene, before I did it. So we're going to set these aside. So UK Scrapper won the first one. The second drawing is going to be for my last live sale. Hey, Sandy. Oh, that's crazy. What's funny is my mail yesterday went to the wrong house. And what they started doing here, because believe me, we get lots of complaints here because it's funny how they keep blaming kids. And it's like, what kids? I don't even have any kids. It's in my neighbors. For like stealing mail. And I go, why can't you just take responsibility that you are screwing up with whoever's delivering the mail? Because one day, this is I could share so many stories about my mail system. I'm outside. My neighbor just walks up from like a block up the road. And here they were out picking up garbage in their yard. And my license plates renewal was laying on their ground. And I'm like, how the heck is that possible? So, you know, my mailbox is right in front of my house. I would think I would see if somebody was stealing my mail, especially when I'm at home. But anyways, it's beside the point. So I went in and thank God they found it. It's like, I don't know if they dropped it off at the wrong house or and somebody's mailbox lid flew open and it flew out. I have no clue how it got on the ground because my mailbox is always closed. I always check. So yesterday, a friend told me that a package was delivered because, you know, you gotta keep track of that tracking. Like, as a seller, what I do on here, your tracking's free. You get it every time you go to the post office here. So what I do is I keep a hold of the trackings and I check to make sure everybody gets their stuff. But the thing is, people don't realize is once the mail says it's delivered, like I had a giveaway once that went somewhere and the girl that was to receive it, it was delivered, but somebody did steal it because she was in an apartment building. You would think the post office would not drop it on the porch of an apartment building. It's different if it's a private residence, you know. But anyways, hers got stolen, but once it's delivered, you can't collect the insurance on it. It's just gone. Once it's out of the post office's hands. So what our post office started doing, which I think is great, they started taking pictures of the houses that they dropped the mail off to. So that way there's no mistake. Because you should get the money back if you lose your mail. They lose if they, if it's delivered and stolen. There was nothing we could do about it. We called and everything, and it's just gone. They said once it's delivered, there's nothing they can do. So here they started taking pictures of the houses, and I love it that they did that, because my mail came yesterday, and they took a picture of a house 2 houses away from me. So it was not delivered here. But thank goodness that particular neighbor is a really good person, because even though we reported it and they realized what they did, because my husband went to the post office right when it happened, there was 4 packages, not 1, 4 that was dropped off yesterday. And I didn't even know about the other 3, but thank goodness we have a great neighbor, because he walked down and said, "Hey, I got your mail." So anyways, my live sale people, we had Jude. This is the next drawing. We have Heather Doodles, because I want to make sure I got everybody. These drawings are going to be fun too. I love doing drawings. So people, you got to be up on top of them. And I do feel for them, because I know that they're going through a lot right now. My husband fell off the porch yesterday and busted his butt. This is Viv. Texas Boutique Viv. Then we have Peggy. Peggy wasn't actually at the sale, but she did purchase something. So I'm going to put her in. Because I have an order of tags that she'll be picking up. It was a back order. It was my fault that it was back ordered. This is Candy. And then we had Mousy. We know what's funny? Chai, he always fights with me. What is it with men? They can't let women have an opinion about something. So he's arguing with me because he took the last 2 days off work. And I said, listen, I found this recipe online. It was Reader's Digest. Let me get these names in first. Here's Mousy. Here's a Brill. I don't know why my husband's like that. He knows better. We've been together for years. You think that he would shut his choppers after all these years. I mean, my goodness. Here's Christina. Yes, my hubby, if you watch this later, kiss it. Because you never listen to the advice I try to give you. This is Yesenia. And this is Maddie. And not making fun of blondes, but he was an original blonde. And trust me, he acted like one. Your news tells you you have an ice storm coming. You walk out the back door, you see ice build up on your door. I was looking for something that was a remedy because of my dog. I'm worried about her paws. So Google tells you, and they even show the news station, shows you this recipe where if you mix a half a gallon of water with 1/4 of a cup of rubbing alcohol, and you put 6 drops of Dawn dishwashing liquid in it, it's supposed to melt the ice, because rubbing alcohol does not freeze. Well, guess what happened, ladies? It refroze. It made a sheet of ice. So, I'm all for trying new remedies for different things. And if it doesn't work, I just won't use it again. Well, my husband said it was refreezing. So I did check, and it did refreeze. So I said, okay, fine. So I told him, I said, just make sure when you go out on the front porch to get the mail that you put salt down. We'll salt the front of the house, and then we can sweep it up or whatever we have to do to get, because we got to have a way to get my dog out to go to the bathroom. So we have ice all around our house. He knows this. We were even out one night when it had started turning to ice. It was just a little bit, like, where you're like, you don't see it, but you're like walking on cement and you can feel it's a little slick. And he was even skating a little bit to get to the car, because we had went out and it started freezing. That's why we went home in spots. So he knows you don't always see the ice. It can be there. I mean, he's wrecked on black ice before. He knows all about this. So what's he do, Chai? I told him, I said, please, because I've been begging him for a banister for our front porch, because our front porch is just a cement slab. There's nothing to hang on to. He makes fun of me because when I go out the door, I'm literally hanging onto the windowsill because we live in a brick home. So I'm hanging onto the window sill, walking on pebbles behind our plants because we have like, different bushes and stuff, like, is like a little thing in front of our house. And I literally hug the house to get to my car. So I told him, I said, just be careful when you walk out on that front porch. That's why I never use the front porch, because there's nothing to catch yourself on. He didn't listen to me, knew it was ice because it was all in the back door and everything. And what's he do? He walks right out on that front porch without ice in it or nothing, or salting it, I mean. And he goes to step down and his feet went right out from underneath him and he busted his butt on the ground. I said, see, God punished you. He spanked you because you didn't listen. I said, God gave you your whooping. So he's like, at first I asked if he was okay, and he is. But he says, thank goodness I put a little bit of weight on, he says, because I had some cushion on my booty. But he is feeling it, though, because he said his tailbone and his side hurts a little bit. And I said, are you sure you don't need it checked? And he said, no. So he basically sat on a heating pad. But I said, he goes, but it didn't look like ice. He says, when does ice look like ice? When you knew that it was there. You knew that it was just a little layer because it was on our back door. I mean, we have it built up everywhere else, so you would have known. Common sense would tell you. It's a mail for you. I said, I'm not going to argue with you. You don't listen. All right, Arlene. He cracks me up, though. We've been together for 30-something years. Well, over 30-something years. I've known him since I was 15. He was 16, but we've been married for 32 years. So, oh, my goodness. It's just it's one of those things. So, anyways. The first giveaway that I'm going to do because of the sellers is the Valentine's. This is the Valentine journal that I had bought and I wanted to share. And it was out of, did I get the receipt? I probably didn't. I meant to say who this was made by, but I forgot. It's upstairs in the one I picked because I bought 2 of them. I kept one and I'm sharing the other as a giveaway. I think that is really cool to do for an Etsy shop owner. Oh my goodness. So we're going to see who wins this first. And then I'm going to do 2 gift card giveaways, and they're going to be $10 gift cards. And I'm going to let the person pick where they want it from. It could be the Dollar Tree. It can be Subway, Walmart, or just a virtual Amazon. Okay, so I'm shaking it. That's what I've been over here doing. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. Cannot see who they are. So the first one that pops out for this. Woohoo! Looky there. Maddie! Woo! Maddie won this. So I'm so happy for her. So I'm going to put her name down here. She won the Val Journal. I've won like 2 $10 gift cards from her shop. So this is really cool. So she wants to. I don't know. She can share it with Madison if she wants to. Okay, so we're going to shake, shake, shake again. We're going to find out who winner number 2 is. I wish I could give everybody one. Woohoo! We got Jude. So Jude's going to have to let me know. And it's going to have to be virtual. Because she's in New Zealand. So she's going to have to pick one, whether it's Amazon or wherever she wants. However she wants to do it. Okay, let's see. Or I could even probably do, yeah, that's what we'll do. It would have to be, because I don't know who all does virtuals. I know Amazon does. We'll let her figure it out. Okay. And then the next one is going to be whoever this is. Yesenia. Woohoo. She won a gift card too. Hey, Pearl. So there we go. We have our 4 winners. I'm excited. This is a lot of fun. I love doing these. So that is all of our winners. Cool beans. So that was fun. I'll put these aside. I love my little jar. This little jar is so cute. I made it up for Valentine's Day. So I got to put UK Scrapper for my birthday winnings. And then I have these ones. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I love doing giveaways. I can't wait to get to 3K. I feel like I'm never going to get there. I want to do a big giveaway when I get to 3K too, but it takes a while. So there is that. Those are done. And I know what I want to work on this tonight. I forgot to bring my glue jar down. It's upstairs. How are you doing, Pearl? This here was a journal that I made with Sunday Fun Time Mail. Excuse me, for people. Did you see your page, Pearly Poo? This was Uni Desiree's. This was Patty's. This was Amy. This is Pearl's. This is your memorabilia page for me. I took some of my favorite people I get Sunday Fun Time mails from, and I order from their live sales, and it creates stuff, and this is what I did. So this is my Pearly Poo page. I didn't even know she's ever seen it. It's got a little heart that looks like a pearl, so I put that here. And then it says over here, it takes hands to build a house, but only hearts can build a home. So this is your page, Pearl. And then these 2 pages are Michelle Scott's. This page is Care Hearts. This one is, because these are stuff I got from you guys. This here is Katie Tribe of Five's page. And this one here is Rosie. Our Rosie. And I put Rosie's Crafty Shop. I put business cards here if people had them. But these were stuff that I got from you guys, all of your sales. And I made a page as a dedication. It's not like cool or not. I love it. So a lot of and I'm not done. I still got all this to fill. So this is my Sunny Fun Time mail book. So today I went up because I've been wanting to add something to it. I made this on my art program today. So I'm going to be adding this to the book because I think this is so cute. I'll put this on the inside of the page so I know it's a Sunny Fun Time mail book. Thank you. I love doing stuff like this. And I'm building up a scrap tote, and I'm going to start teaching my 2 twin granddaughters who are going to be 6, we're going to start having an hour of crafting time together, an hour or 2 before their bath time for school. And we're going to, I'm going to start teaching them to journal. And then my granddaughter that's going to be 3, I did look up some crafting ideas for her age. And we're going to make an alphabet book, glue book for her. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to start them out with glue books. And my one twin granddaughter, she's already disappearing in her little corner on her beanbag in her room, scribbling in just a regular type, with just pages in it. So she's already starting. I'm telling you, it's in the blood. So I had fun making that. I like playing and making digital stuff in my art program. So this is what I did today. I was going to add it to the front, but then I got carried away one night doing that. And that picture was taken in a thrift store. I told my husband I couldn't find a sunflower. So I found a fake one in a thrift store, and I held it up and spread it out. And I snapped a picture with my phone, and I came home and cropped it. And I printed it off for the book. So this one's done. But yeah, I think this is cool. And I have something here somewhere that Madison made, and I don't know where I put it. She had these little ACT background cards one time, a long time ago. It's not since they built the store. It was a while ago. Maddie had a sale. And I don't know where I put them. I have them. I just don't know where they're at right now because, my craft room is kind of upside down switching. So I would like to put a page in here of Maddie and Madison when I find it, because I want something that Madison made too. So I have one of each of them. But yeah, I thought these were cute. I like this idea. I had fun playing with this. Oh, that sounds like fun, Chai. Now, my daughter has a Cricut, but there isn't a machine out that does what I wanted to do. I've checked into the Brother, and I've checked into the Cricut, and they just don't do what I want. I think the Brother is closer, because what it is you have to watch out for a lot of copyright stuff, because people, I think, with the intention of the Cricut is that you're going to sell things or whatever, So when you do the Cricut, you can't bring in your own images. You can only bring in what Cricut supplies. It's kind of like how Microsoft Word is set up. There's so many pictures in it, but they supply them, and I don't want that. I want pictures I can bring in, because some of the pictures, even though they're copyrighted, I'm not selling. I want to use them for my own personal use. Like I have way back in 2007, 8, I was a part of some groups on MSN, and I have like a crap load of Paint Shop Pro. They're .psps. And I have all the Care Bears. I have a whole bunch of copyrighted images that are already, all I have to do is just add them to stuff. But I want them for my own personal, my own personal stuff, like these kind of journals that I'm keeping. They're not going nowhere. And I just cannot find the machine to do what I want. And I don't want one that's really super noisy. My daughter, she uses her Cricut. She likes making t-shirts with hers. That's her favorite thing to do with her Cricut. And then I have a sticker maker that's separate, but it's not, it's the little one. I haven't even used it yet. I actually saved money on it. I got the cartridge for it, and I bought it at a yard sale for $5 from another crafter that I met through Facebook. And I went in person and we met. So whenever she does Z-Stash, I contact her. But I got a lot of scrapbooking stuff off of her. But I haven't used it yet because I think it's a bigger one. But I do have a laminator that's a non-heat kind. My daughter's used it right now, though. The cartridge on that's expensive, though. It's like $30 every time you replace it. But her preschool teacher told me back in the day, you really don't need to buy a laminator. She said if you get one of those big rolls of tape, you just got to be really careful how you lay it out. She had it stretched out and had like some kind of roller where she took it back over, and it's just tape. It's packing tape. And you just put it over top of the pictures and cut around it, and it's the same thing as being laminated. She used to do that all the time. Yeah, the brother you can too. You can pull in your own images with the brother one too. I want a sticker maker built into a machine. I want one that produces mass stickers, not sheet by sheet, like a lot. And the machine that I was looking to do everything that I wanted to do, it cost like $3,000. So mine isn't cost friendly because my husband's like, you're crazy, but it is. I did find the perfect machine, but it's like 3,000. It's in the thousands. And I'm like, forget it. So eventually somebody will make my dream machine. Cheaper, that is. Hey, Liz. You can tell this is homemade because I didn't cut any of these pages straight. These pages are all miscut, but I still like the book. I think the idea is cute. On this one. And let's see, what else I would, oh, I did add this to the last week's glue book. I added dreams to it. Are you being a good girl, Liz? I did all these cute pages so far in this book, but I'm not going to work in this one tonight because I did this last week. And then I have this one. This is what I wanted to. I need to find something to go onto the front of this one. This is my altar journal that I finally finished, except for the stuff that I want to put in the pockets because I can't find the picture that I made. I don't know what I did with it. I want to use my tabs and finish this. But this is my altar journal that I had such fun making. But I got to title it. I need to put something as the title. Let's see if I have anything in here that matches. I don't know. Let's see here. We have my story that can go on it. I don't know if blue matches. It kind of doesn't look too bad. Or these are my fabric tags I like making. Or we could do a denim look that says recollections. I don't think any other colors match. This one's a solid red. Don't know. This says hope for hopes. I don't know, ladies. What do you think? What color do you think matches this book? I don't think any of these will match. It'll have to be the first three because this one says faith, but it's more of a plaid. I don't know if that goes with the book or not. Then we have secrets. I don't like that color. Then we have history. Don't like that color either. Then here's life. Eh. Then we have journal. I don't think polka dots look great. And we have memoir. I don't think that looks right either. It's got to be one of these. Let's take a vote. We'll either have the Red Hope. We have the Denim Recollections. Or we have this one that says My Story. Which one do you like the best? Liz. Sure you are. You like the Red Hope? You like the red too? Cool. Look at you. I like it. So we'll put the Hope there then. Thank you. I like input. You think that looks good? I like that. So that's what I'll do then. So anybody that ends up with it, they can put their hopes in it. Cut a couple of these strings off. We'll put that in the garbage later. I like it. So about right there. Does that look good right there? That way it has the butterfly over it and the bird over here. This is where it's going to go, ladies. I like it too. I think it stands out. Good choice. So whoever gets it can take a walk through nature and write about their hopes. This is actually my favorite kind of journal to make. It is time consuming, but I really enjoy it because when I journal, I like to have something to look at. I don't always fill my pages with artsy stuff, but I do like having something to look at when I'm journaling. Like you kind of like drift off, like you're daydreaming and you just want to look at something. So for those who have not seen this one, this has got my coffee dyed pages in it, and it's got beautiful pictures from oh, come on. National Geographic's magazines that people don't want. And I think I love that. I love that lizard. He's got lizard with attitude. It's got my coffee dyed papers in it. And then what I did was I bent these back, and this is some washi tape, and I put a peekaboo animal around the little pockets that go this way. And then I keep going, and I glue the pages a different way. I put paper clips here so you know there's a pocket there to store stuff in. And then here is, hey Mel, here's more. And then here's the side of the pocket with the peekaboo bear. This bear, gotta put something funny in here. He's got his eyes closed. It's covered with a bandana. Then this was glued down the side and across the bottom to give a tuck pocket from the top down. So the pocket's here. So you can hide stuff in this book. Isn't that cool? Hide receipts from your husband so he doesn't know what you're spending. So there's that pocket. And then you continue through, and here's a wolf. There's all kinds of animals through this. I have one that I used. Love it. Here's a corner, and this is just a page that is put down on the side, and it's glued on the bottom and the side with a little bird peeking out. And then here's more. And then here's another side. And here's more animals. And this bear, I love this bear. He's rolling in the grass and his paws are in the air. Thank you, Pearl. And then this is the side tuck for this one. And you got a wooded area. I know, this is funny. Aw. What's them prayers your way, Liz? There's a bear chewing on berries. And here's some more animals. And here's a sky picture. And this was cute. This was 2 pages in the magazine, but I thought this was cute. It looks like they're running to hug each other. And then here's a side pocket. And then here's a pocket here. I stuck a little piece of my coffee dyed paper in here. And I might go ahead and stick one in the front one too. So this can be a secret little journaling spot. We have a tiger, or I should say a lion. And then we have more here. And then this has got a rhino peeking out of the pocket. And then there's a mom and her cub. And then this is another side tuck. I put these here so I can find them, paper clips. Then here's one too with, it looks like a little beaver sticking his head out of the water. And then here's another one. And then here's a baby penguin. Look how cute that is. Love baby penguins. And then here's more, and there's a deer. More penguins. Some birds in the snow. And then here's a picture of a place. I thought that was pretty. And then a cave with water and a bird. And then here's the back. And this is a place you can put your hopes. And what was I going to do? Something was going on in my mind while I was flipping through this. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I think I'll alter the paper clips so that people know that they're there. But do I have any fabric down here? Well, I think my fabric pieces are upstairs. Let me think. Let me think. Maybe I do have some fabric. Voila. I do have some fabric down here. Pull some of this out. I didn't think I did, but I do. So we have that. Here we go, ladies. So I can do some. That is cool. Okay, now do I have my scissors down here, though? I have seemed to have lost my fabric scissors, which really stinks. Because I think I thought I had them down here, and then I thought I moved them. But you know how that goes. I take my stuff with me wherever I go, and I seem to misplace it. And I was keeping them over here so I wouldn't lose them, and then I lost them anyways. Oh my goodness. You're welcome, Liz. Thank you. You have a good one, Pearl. You work too hard. Okay. All I have to say is Anybody that feels like popping up here, let me know. Here's the link. You can jump up here with me. Hey, Busy. You're going to bed. So there's the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to come up and join me on the panel, you are more than welcome. Let me get some pieces of fabric cut, if I can cut it with my regular scissors, that is. Boy, I really miss my fabric scissors. I have no clue what I did with them. I don't remember cutting any fabric with it lately. I try to get Mel up here to craft with me, but that woman, she's always busy. She's always got her desk cluttered. Alrighty, Liz. I gotta pick on Mel. She's fun to pick on. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is get this piece started and rip. So we'll take a piece of this one. Put it aside. Get another piece. Oh, that's okay. I haven't eaten yet either. I'm going to be late eating. I have no clue what I'm even hungry for. Everything seems to give me heartburn. I don't want to hear it, Mal. No excuses. Gotta rip that piece. I gotta pick on her. I have to pick on her. She's like Peggy Pitty. She's my sister from another mother. Alrighty, Chai. Hey, I like to crochet. Crocheting's fun. You should come up on the panel and crochet, Chai. Or Shy. Do you say your name Chai or Shy? Let me snip this. Me too. My thing is, though, is I don't know the names of all the stitches. I can make butterflies. I can do single stitch, the single chain. I don't know how to do a whole lot. I never learned how to do the shell stitch. It's probably about the only thing I do know what it's called. But me reading a pattern is like crazy. It really is. I can't read patterns. I'm terrible at it. You go on this side. Gonna rip this piece. This way I don't need my fabric scissors. I should get 2 pairs of them, one to keep upstairs and one down. That's what I should do. Okay. So let's get to the first. Paper clip. So we have a green. So maybe I'll go with you're going to be stubborn. I'll go with this color. Liz. She's like, get up there, Shy. I keep forgetting I'm not under camera. Sorry. I have a bad habit of pulling everything I do to myself. I think I even have different color paper clips, but they're upstairs. I don't think I have them down here. So look how cute that is. We have a really frilly little paper clip. So we have that one there. Let's see where the next one's located. Up here. Oh, using all my blue ones. It's all right though. We'll squeeze this through here. Oh my goodness, Mel. All I know is I have Epsom salts right now outside on mine. And I don't know what scent my husband got at Epsom salts, but my backyard smells good. If anything, it smells good. I'm just going to tie these because I think, yeah, that's what I'll do. I still wish I had my fabric scissors though. These ones cut okay, but my fabric scissors are more like butter. All I know is the coldness is not letting up here at all. Now I got one end shorter than the other. Hold on. Our ice is horrible right now in our gutters. I mean, they are packed full. It's awful. I stood outside today with my blow dryer. I wonder if my heat gun would work. I told Mel though the ice is so bad, I would probably have to pull up a chair and sit out there for a little while in order for it to melt. I've been trying everything, but Google's little trick did not work. That's what I say. Google doesn't always tell the truth. They have a recipe out there for alcohol, rubbing alcohol. It says mix 1/4 cup of rubbing alcohol with hot water. In one site it says warm water. The other one says hot water. And put 6 drops of Dawn dishwashing liquid, the blue kind, which I do have. And I did do it, and it didn't work. People, it refroze. And you're not supposed to add more alcohol. The recipe calls specifically for 1/4 cup. And it just didn't work. It refroze like a sheet of ice. So, if you're lucky to get that formula to work, more power to you. But it did not work for me. So I took salt. I'm playing scientist over here tonight. I took salt, regular Morton table salt, took it out, and I dumped all the salt that I had. I got a lot of salt. So I dumped it all over, and I heard crackle, crackle, crackle. So I know that stuff works. You can even hear it working. But it's not clearing it fast enough for me. So then I went and I added Epsom salts. It says 1 cup of Epsom salts, mix it with 1 cup of sugar. And they said it takes longer, but it's supposed to work. So I took 2 cups out there and I spread it all over the walkway to get out my door. So I will let you know if it works or not. We do have regular salt, but it's not good for your animals. So I did not take the chance because I'm my puppy. I love my puppy. So I told my husband, if worse comes to worse, this is what we're going to have to do. We already discussed this on the phone. He treated the front porch that we don't take her out on. Because if my daughter would, my daughter, she might as well be my daughter. If my dog wasn't so picky about where she poops, I will be blunt. She is picky where she poops. She has to go clear to the bottom of the backyard as far away from the house as possible to poop. And guess what? I can't get her there right now. Oh my goodness. So she'll pee close to the house. She just won't poop. It's a dog's nature. The majority of them don't like to poop close where they live. That's why they never poop by their dog boxes. So I told my husband what we'll have to do is he treated the front porch. We'll have to sweep the salt up so that I can walk her to the backyard that way. In the meantime, we're going to have to use the salt to do the sidewalk. And then once it's clear, we're just going to have to sweep it off. Because if your dog gets it on their paws, it can burn them if they have allergies. Or if they eat snow, which mine does, it can make them sick. She's like a spunky puppy. I take her out in the snow. She pops around like a little jackrabbit. And she eats snow. And she's got all over her nose. She's so stinking cute. But I just can't take the risk of her getting sick. We are very cautious with our pets. I asked my mom, I said, what was the old-fashioned remedy people used to use to treat? She says, I can't remember. So I don't remember what my mom and dad used. And I'm like, oh. So look how cute this is. These little pieces of fabric are so cute on this book. I love it. Fabric in nature. Let's go to the next one. Here's the next one. So since we have it's kind of cool because this has got little birds on it. We'll use this piece. Oh, by the way, Mel, remember, I don't know who all was in here when I was telling you guys about, I was worried about my one friend that was supposed to sell my online adopted daughter, remember? She was supposed to sell with me last week and I couldn't figure out what happened to her Facebook page. I was really worried because a lot of snow was built up in the area. Well, I'm going to say it publicly. The winch blocked me for no reason. I don't know what happened. I seriously don't. Somebody says, well, maybe she didn't want to sell. I said, well, she could have told me she didn't have to block. She literally blocked me. I said, how freaking rude. We talked on the phone and she was so excited about her becoming a Scentsy seller. And she asked if she could sell with me. Yeah, I'm in shock. She asked if she could sell on my channel, and I was like, sure, because she was talking about expanding her base. So I had her and Viv lined up, and I sent her, because I told her about StreamYard because she don't know anything about YouTube like that. So I sent a link to her messenger about how to use StreamYard, and that's the last time we talked. I mean, we were on the phone and everything, and she was all excited and everything. I have no freaking clue what's up her butt. I don't know what happened. So I went to ask her if she watched the video, and I saw at the bottom of her messenger that this person didn't have the messenger anymore. So then I thought, well, maybe one of her kids got her phone and accidentally blocked me or something. So because I had checked in my name and my bookstore name, and both showed the same thing. It showed an unplug on her page. Usually when a person blocks you, it tells you you're blocked. So she didn't know. Mike also has a Facebook page, my husband. So he just said, because he said the same thing. He said, what if she blocked you for some reason? I said, but I don't know why, because there was no reason to. So, he checked her name on his phone and went right to her page. I'm like, you'd be freaking kidding me. All these days I've been worried about something happening because they had a bad snowfall, and I thought maybe it disconnected her from the internet, because she told me she was hooking up her computer over the weekend and then she would be ready, because I was going to invite her, behind the scenes in StreamYard so she could get the feel of it. This whole time she's had me blocked. So I went to her Sensei's page, and all I asked her was why. I said, be an adult and tell me why you blocked me. She's not speaking to me at all for some god awful reason. I have no clue why. So it is what it is. And I was saying, if you're going to block somebody, you should at least tell them why. You should at least be in a fight or something. You know what I mean? So, yep, that's what happened. So if you see a page that looks like this, it means they blocked you. I learned something new. I'll show you what the page looks like. I don't know why people cause drama where it's not necessary. It says this person is unavailable on Messenger. That's what it says at the bottom of their Messenger. That's where I sent the StreamYard link. I'm not lying, see? And then I went to her profile, because you can click into their profile off of their thing, and this is what you get. This is how you know you've been blocked on Facebook. Yep. And here this whole time I thought something happened to her. And when my husband went right to her page, I'm like, you're kidding me. So now when you go on his phone, it shows the same page because she blocked him too. And he didn't even do nothing to her. All I asked her was why. So it is what it is. And then he goes, well, maybe she didn't want to sell. I said, well, she could have said so. She could have said that she didn't want to do YouTube. It's no big deal. I said, I just offered to help her because you know how we are with newbies. We like helping newbies on YouTube. So my daughter blocked me. I call her my adopted daughter. She blocked me. But oh well. It is what it is. But Viv did really well. I really like her. She's a nice girl. I'm glad she got to come up and sell. She seemed pretty excited. I like going to her channel. She does jewelry, and sometimes she has charms. And it's what all of us crafters like. Yep, that's what I say too, Liz. I thought it would be cool because we would have had paper, and she sells Scentsy, so people that like non-burning candles and stuff like that, and they have car scents and things you can hang in your car. And I thought, boy, this is going to be cool because we'll have something that smells good, we'll have jewelry, and we'll have paper stuff, the variety of it. It's not meant to be. These are going to be fun to play with too, even the snippets is left over. But this scissors cut pretty crappy. I really need my fabric scissors. I know. I gotta find them. I have a pair here. They're really nice Westcott with black handles. I just don't know where I put them. Just like I lost my ruler the other night. It was on my other computer. I'm always losing stuff. So this will go here. Hey, I like these little fabric looking altered paper clips. I think they're cute. They give that little fluff to your pages. Okay, keep on moving. We have one right here. This is how many hiding places you have. I did try, I haven't cut fabric in a while. I don't know. I don't know what I did with them. I really, really don't know. Okay, let's see. So over here we have a little bit of this color, so we'll stick this one on. Shy. That's funny. Don't you touch my scissors. I know I'm always after my hubby because I'll have boxes of stuff upstairs. If I've been to the antique mall or something, he has this habit when he's walking through the house, nudging stuff with his foot. And I'm like, quit kicking my stuff. I didn't kick it. I nudged it. I don't care. Quit kicking it. I know where that box is. Oh my goodness. He cracks me up. He goes, you got stuff everywhere. I said, well, that's what happens when you're a crafter. This piece of fabric here is a little thinner, so it's a little easier to cut. My husband can never find the scissors because I have them everywhere. I have a pen cup upstairs. I bought one of those cute little things from the Dollar Tree. Is this a side one? Yeah, this is a side one. So what I do is I fill it with pens, and then it seems like every time we need to write with a pen, that thing empties faster than anything in this house. And it's like, really? Because we have a tendency, we and him are both bad at, we have a tendency of picking up a pen and writing something and just setting it wherever we're sitting. We never gather the pens and put them back. And I keep telling him, because I don't lose my keys and stuff anymore. Hope to God I never do when I start going into dementia. But I have a chair in my kitchen. I have one chair. I always set my purse in the same place. When it's not on that chair, that's when I panic. One day I panicked because it wasn't there. And I was like, oh my gosh, where's my purse at? Here it had fallen off the chair and it was underneath of it. But I told him we are getting to the age because he runs around the house like a banshee looking for his keys and stuff. And I said, Mike, if you would just put your keys in the same place on your dresser, like a basket or something, never, just constantly take it straight there, because usually he comes home. He has a long drive home. So he's always going to the bathroom. And I said, put it right there by your dresser as you pass to go to the restroom. And I said, and you'll always know where those keys are. That way, every day you get up, if it's not there, then you know that you didn't put them back. Training him to do that, let me tell you, it was easier to train my dog to go to the bathroom than it's to train my husband to put his keys away. Oh, he's horrible. So he still hasn't listened. And like right at the last minute, he's like, I can't find my keys. I can't find my keys. I said, it's your own fault because you don't put them away. You got to start training yourself to do that. You ever see in the movies where people walk in, like if you're watching Lifetime movies, they always have that little stand when they walk in the door and they plop their keys down at like in a little glass dish. I said, you got to train yourself. I'm telling you. He looks at me like I'm crazy. Look what I did to my sweater. I was so mad. I got this sweater at TJ Maxx a long time ago. I want to show you what I did this week. This is awful. I don't even think I can sew this and fix it. You know the arm that holds my camera? Well, it bites. And I was leaning over to type a title into one of my videos, and look what it did. It bit my sweater and it frayed it. I'm so mad. I love this sweater. This is like the warmest sweater ever. So I was so excited when I went on, well, it's falling apart back here too. It keeps catching on the thing here. So I was so excited. I went to Poshmark and I found the same sweater. I got it coming in the mail. So I get to replace it because I couldn't find it in the store I bought it in. Because, you know, TJ Maxx is kind of like a leftover store of what's not sold somewhere else a lot of times. So I didn't think I was ever going to find a replacement. And I did. And it was in my size. And I was like, yes. So I got a new sweater coming in the mail. It looks just like this one. I just love it because it's roomy and it's warm. It doesn't have any buttons. It's just the front. But I am so excited to get my sweater in the mail. Little things to please me. And it was marked down. They had it for sale for $75 and they had it marked down for $25. So heck yeah, I'm jumping on it. I was like, that's freaking cheap for this kind of a sweater. So I was happy. I like saving money. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I thought about like folding it in and maybe trying to fix it and just having it for like an everyday type of thing and just saving my other one for good in case, because I'm afraid to wear it down here and it gets stuck on this handle again because I have one of those arms. I don't like tripods. Somebody was talking about different ways to point your cameras down, and I don't like tripods because they get too top heavy and you only have a limited area you can view stuff. So I don't want to use a tripod. I didn't care for them. Like I watched different videos before I got this arm, and I bought this arm off of Amazon and I really like it. But my cam is starting to act up. I bought a new cam. I have it upstairs. I haven't plugged it in yet because I wanted one upstairs and one down because I know people, you know, it's okay to be down sometimes when you're doing crafts. Sometimes people like to see your face when they come into your channel. So I wanted the one upstairs on my other computer to show my face if I come on and talk to you all. And now this one's acting up and I'm like, you're kidding me. Because I really didn't want to replace this one. I just wanted a cam at both of my computers. But it is what it is. So we'll see. Because I want to start doing something where you see my face again too. Because I know some people are visual, and then some people, you know, they don't mind, because if you're cooking and crafting, you know, a lot of people want to be able to look down. It's kind of hard to craft and hold your stuff up. This one here is made for a phone, but I have my cam. It's kind of like a hair clip. You know, one of those hair clips that you could clip with a spring in it. That's what it looks like. So I smushed my cam down on the back end and made it work, because my cam has a flexible, like a two flexible things on it, because I like a Logitech. It's the kind I use. So it's for a phone, but I adjusted it to where my cam will fit into it. And I guess I could stream on my phone. It's just that if you stream on your phone, it's hard to see people typing unless you have another gadget anyways, because I only get 20 free hours on StreamYard. And once you surpass your hours, it's like, it's only $20 a month, but they don't take a monthly payment. So it like you pay like $200 all out at once. They charge like, I don't know if it's like half a year. I forget how they do it, but they don't do the monthly. So I really don't want to do it because I'm not on it enough, and I'm not monetized to pay for it. So what I'm going to do is I would eventually like to stream from my phone again, because it's unlimited. I could be on here as long as I want on my phone, and I don't have to worry about counting my hours. And I could turn my phone down, but I'm still going to have to use a computer to be able to see everybody typing, because on your phone it disappears. It's like so irritating when you're in a live stream and a person is only using their phone, because say you just type shy, then it disappears. And until somebody types again, you can't see the person that typed before you. It's really annoying on the phone, because I used to stream from my phone. But when you record from your phone, it's even more of a pain to do it on an arm, because if you flip your phone to where it's facing down and you don't have your arm down low enough, it'll give an up and down picture instead of sideways view. That's why you see black on both sides of some people's videos, because it's not sideways like it's supposed to. Oh, that's cool, Shy. I thought you had to make, I didn't think they billed monthly though. I thought they billed all at once and it's like $200 when I read about it. I know another company stepped in here recently, unless they changed it. Yeah, I like my Logitech. But tonight I went to sign on. It's like, you have no mic, you have no recording device. I'm like, what the heck? I had to unplug my cam and plug it back in again. So I don't know. This one here is old. I've had it for a while. So it might be malfunctioning. Look how cute this is. I think this is cute. It didn't give me the option to choose monthly. It said they didn't take monthly payments. When I first started using it, I haven't checked recently, but when I first started using it, let's see here. Oh, they changed it. You can get, for $20 a month, you can do basic. It says billed annually. So I can't pay 20 a month. They have a basic that's 20 a month, or you have the professional that's $39 a month. But annually is not monthly. It's yearly. Well, thank you. It's yearly, it says, is what annual is. It's once a year. So that leaves it to be about $200 to come up with it once. I wish it was monthly. It says the monthly billing plan charges your payment method on the first day of every month. The annual billing charges is once a year on the date when the plan was started. So I don't get the option of once a month. I'm on StreamYard right now. See, it says pricing plans. And even though it says there's free, you get 6 people that can come up on your thing. And it doesn't say, but it's only 20 free hours. Then it has your basic, it's $20 a month, but look, in fine print, it says billed annually. That means once a year. Then you have, it tells you that it works out to be $20 a month, but that's not what you pay. This is what mine says. You're billed annually, so that means once a year. And then you get your professional says the same thing. If you do the profession, it tells you how much you save, but you don't get billed annually, like monthly. So if say I would go to here and I would hit sign up. Okay, let's hit the $20 sign up. It gives you a login code that you have to send. Oh, I don't want to do that. But billed annually is once a year. I don't know. I'm using mine on my phone, but that's what it's always told me. Was that you pay $20 a month, but you get billed annually. That's under the pricing plans. See, I went to StreamYard and I went to pricing plans, and that's what it gives you. And it's got monthly, whatever that means, turned off and on. I don't know what that means. There. I don't know. Yeah, it does. It gives you. I went to click into it, Mel, but it's not giving me monthly. It's giving me yearly. It's telling you what you could pay, what you can save, but that doesn't mean that you're paying monthly. It says StreamYard pricing. Oh my goodness. I always have to explain something to Mel. Always. Look at what I'm telling you. It says right here that if you pay the $20 a month, which you get billed annually for, you save $60 versus the monthly payment. But there is no monthly payment. It will only take the money annually. Annually is once a year. Then you go down here and it says the same thing. When I took it in, it would not let me pay manually. I can read too. I read the fine print on everything, and I'm always helping my husband because he doesn't. But it wouldn't let me. When you take the toggle switch away, everything disappears. Okay, let me see what it does. Enter your email. Well, that's because they want you to pay right then and there. I don't want to create an account right there. Let me log in. Because I'm on StreamYard, but it's just because it tells me, like, it'll send me an email and it'll say how many hours that I've already used up. And it'll say, you're getting close. Oh, really, Tammy? I just deleted it. Hold on. Pricing plans. Let me log in here. The account that I'm on, get login code. Okay, let me get the 6-digit. I'll get my thing out of the way. Well, how the heck are you supposed to see your login code if you're on your phone? Oh, my word. Copy. It's going to do it to me again. It's going to send another one. Because you know what? Let me just do it this way. I'm going to have to go on the computer. Because it's just going to ask me for a login code again. And I can't see it while I'm on my phone. That's like stupid that they do that. Go to StreamYard. Yeah, because I have another friend that's on this too, and she pays the same thing. She pays it yearly. But I do know another company come in, and I'm not sure what they did, if they changed anything. Okay. Well, send it to me again. Quit eating my sweater. Don't rip the hole in it once. Eating it again. Okay, hold on. Let me get my login code. 5 0 6. Login. Can I say I want to upgrade? It's $240 a year, like I said. Okay, now let me turn this thing off and see what it says. Okay, they did. They changed it now to where if you slide the hickey-majigger over, you can pay $25 a month. They put a slider in. See, I'll take a picture of it and show you. This was not always here, though, because I've been using StreamYard for a while now. Here, I'll take 2 pictures. I can read too, Mel, so... But they did not have this here before. This must be something new. Yeah, because I buy Pal Talk. I used to go to Pal Talk chat and you would have to pay for colors, whether you could like run your camera or not. Like if you ran a room and you wanted to see if anybody was doing things they shouldn't be doing or whatever, you could get rid of them. But this is what they've done. Yes, so can I. Look here. See here? On here. Hey, Heaven. They have a feature here where this is what she was talking about. where they didn't have the slider before. It started out where you had to pay annually because a friend of mine was paying for it before me because I was talking to her about it. And what it is you pay the yearly, and now they have this slider where you can slide it over, and now it's monthly, where it's $25 a month. So that's kind of cool. See here, I can prove it. I'm always looking up stuff, trying to figure it out. Let me get the glare off of it. What's good that you can pay it monthly, because I was going to say, I don't want to be locked in for a year. It's just cheaper to come up with $25 than it is 200 and something. That's why we never did it. But see how when you switch that thing over, it's that little tab right there. And then it switches over to $25 a month. So you get a choice. So see, I showed both screens. But annual means yearly. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Now my husband. Hold on. Tables on home more. Oh, my husband. Now he's driving me crazy. Hold on. My mom is laughing too. She laughs at me because I'm over here playing scientist, and my husband's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Why wouldn't you think I'm okay?" I said, "I'm live right now." He goes, "Oh," he said, "I was worried about you falling on the ice." And I said, "Well, I have Epsom salt mixed with sugar out there now." It's one cup of Epsom salt with 1 cup of sugar, and I mixed it together and I dumped it on. Hey, I'm ready to try anything. I'm about ready to take my heat gun out there. But I'll be sitting for a while. Oh, another thing that they showed to do is if you have socks, like say you have one sock and the mate's gone, or if you have hose, not to change the subject, but this was something I found interesting, or if you have like, regular hose that's just the foot kind, the feet kind, that you can take and fill them up with the regular salt that you use to melt snow and ice with, and you lay it in your gutter. That way it doesn't, affect your gutter. It doesn't hurt your gutters. I thought, oh my God, could you imagine somebody come into your house and you have a bunch of footies and hose laying all over your gutters? I don't know if it works, but that's Google. I've been looking up stuff all day on how to melt this freaking ice. It's bad. It's really bad. I know you're getting the storm now, Mel. I hope to God you don't get it as bad as we did. I know Viv was complaining. She said all the cows, you can hear them mooing in the background. She says, we're trying everything because they're not used to having snow in Texas. Well, my relative lives in Texas too. And I asked my mom, because it's her brother, I said, have you talked to Uncle Ronnie and cousin Brian? And she's like, yeah. She says the kids are loving it because they never have snow and they're out sled riding. I go, well, I'm glad the kids are enjoying it. Viv don't like it though. She wants it gone. But the ice is so bad here right now. It's awful. Like I went to step outside to take my dog to go to the bathroom, and I mean, it's on the runner behind my door. I broke that off with an ice pick, and I'm sitting out there on the edge of the gutter, and I've literally taken my blow dryer and trying to take some of the icicles off. My husband's, excuse me, he was knocking them off the side of the house so it didn't fall on us like picks. It's so bad. It's so bad out. I should film it. But I literally had my blow dry, so I'll be sitting here all day. But I did try to get some of it broke off. I did knock off some of the icicles, but it's like a sheet of ice in my backyard. So I got to figure out how to take my dog out. She went out once today. Well, he took her out before he left for work, and then I took her out. She goes out about once every 4 hours. She lets me know when she's got to go. Because she's a medium-sized dog. She's not a little dog. She's a 65-pounder. But she goes anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. She'll come in and lick our hands and give us a little, like a little monkey sound to let us know she's got to go to the bathroom. I'll hear her pacing that I'm down here. She'd be jumping off, like going across the floor. That's how I'll know if she's got to go. But I don't know how I'm going to get her where she usually goes. She'll pee in the front. She'll pee in the back. It's the poop spot. She has the specific area she likes to go, and that's the part I can't get to. So she's going to have to do something between the two of us to get her down there. But my hubby took her out all day yesterday because he was off. So I could get my orders done. But anyways, the only thing I have left on this is to put some tucks in here. I had journaling cards I made homemade, and they were really cute because they almost look like, I used my art program and I made them, and they almost look like library cards. But they were cute and they would fit right in these pockets, but I have no clue what happened to it. I saved it on my computer and I can't find it. My computer is as messy as my craft room right this second. I got stuff everywhere, but I do want to put something in the pockets and maybe put tabs on them or something. But yeah, I think this is cute too, especially with the little pieces of fabric added. Gives it a little touch of class. I don't know what else I really want to add to this besides some journaling cards. I think it's pretty much done except for this one pocket. There's one pocket in here that I want to put something in. I just don't know what yet. I did a napkin over a page. But I want to put something inside that little cubby hole. Just don't know what. Have to find something. That and something to stick in the pockets, and this is done. Completely finished. And then what else do I have? Don't have any new postcards lately that was sent to me personally in the mail. Because I have my postcard book that I'm working on too. This is my postcard stamp book. I love this book too. I have so much fun with this one. This actually came all the way from Australia. JD made this one. When I saw it, I knew what I wanted to do with it. My postcards, all the postcards I was ever sent in my life are in here. I found a place to store them and take them out of a shoebox. So I got room in here to add more postcards. What are these? These are extra ones I think I had. that I collected. These weren't sent to me though. Those are just ones I had. Oh, JD's art. These are the art that she sent with her journals. You could order these and turn these into journaling cards. And for people that don't know who JD is, she is a also a journal person. And she's in Australia and she's awesome. She has a book out that was published. She's really big on mental health because her art helped her through it. She talks about it. I'll get her link too if anybody wants to check her stuff out because she is so cool. She wrote a book on mental health and I was in her book as a thank you, which I thought was really nice. That she published my name in her book. And she actually has, this is what she does for a living. Like she had a job and now this is what she does full time. She made it. Willow Bound Journals is the name of her. That's JD. And that's the name of her Etsy store. But she creates some of the prettiest stuff. Her journals were the first ones I could not get enough of. She's eclectic and her favorite color is blue. So it was obvious. She was the first person I bought a journal off of on YouTube. I have a few of her journals upstairs. And she introduced me to Daphne's Diaries. Oh my God, that's like the best magazine ever. I got a few that I ordered because of her, and they're really beautiful magazines. I'm still looking for my scissors. I'm thinking that they're here. It's just I moved a bunch of stuff around, and I think I buried them. This needs to go upstairs. Let me take this back upstairs. Or put it up in here somewhere. Because I was moving stuff around down here. I don't know what they did with them. I thought they were here, but maybe not. It's hard when you want to organize, but you want everything right beside you. You know what I mean? Like you want everything within reach. Because I have these scissors. Here's my bone folder. Here's my letter opener. Yep, everything but my scissors. Was right beside me. So I don't know what I did with them. Apparently I put them somewhere. I stuck them somewhere. There's my ball pens. I don't know. Yeah, it's Daphne's Diaries. Here, let me see if I can pull them up. Here's the link. Oh, they're beautiful, Liz. Oh my goodness. I don't have them down here. I have a few of them up there, and it was really nice because when I put an order in, because the shipping was so much, because they're a Australian magazine, they sent a beautiful calendar and stuff. They're beautiful magazines, really. They really are. They're expensive though. Somebody told me that Joanne sold some stuff too, but they were really pricey. And then they quit selling them. They said that Joanne used to have them, but then they quit selling them for some reason. I don't know why though. I don't have any Barnes and Nobles close to where I live. I just cannot find those scissors for the life of me. When I'm not looking for them, that's probably when I'll find them. That's what usually happens. Yeah, I don't have any down here. Or I would show them to you because JD uses them sometimes as covers for her books, but let me see if I can pull up some images. Here's some images, Liz. I'll pull up some images on my phone. Come on. Come on, come on. They're just really nice. It says extra mini bulletin journal. Like they each come with different things in them. I'll tell you another good journal that's really nice online too is the Foxy Rag. Oh my goodness. And like look at that diary, 2020 Daphne's diary. This is task calendar. Aren't they gorgeous? I love this site. There's another one that I really like too is this site. I bought a journal off of Etsy and I just really liked it. And it was so weird how so much is tied up to YouTube and you don't even realize it. And come to find out, the specific book that I got was a journal made from somebody that was a YouTuber. And they sell in this store. I'll put this link into. This is called the Lang store. You can get all kinds of stuff in here. This is wait a minute, let me get back to YouTube. This is another site that's fun. If you look up, so it's got calendars and stuff in it, but it's got pretty stuff in it. It's the Lang store. Cows and horses, but they sell journals too. I was trying to find, it's not just, here it is, notebooks and journals. I'll show you one of the journals I got if it's listed. And the artist that did it was actually on YouTube. Love the journal. I already used it already. I don't know if I'll be able to find it though. It might be outdated. because it was a while ago. This isn't even in American money. Hold on, I might have hit the wrong because it was American. It wasn't. This one here is I don't know what that is. It looks like UK money. The only authentic wine store outside the US in Europe. I don't know. Maybe it is in the United States. That's weird. Hold on, let me go to my email. Promotions. No, it's right here. It says American. Hold on, I got it in my email. I'm going to share this link instead because I get stuff from them all the time. Really? That was so mean. I hate when they do that. When you get links that are way too long that you can't hit send. That's just wrong. Hold on. I don't know though, because it looks like. Let's see if this one will work. I hate when they do that. This should work if I can get this in right. Oh, these thousands of characters. It looks like it's the same, but let's see what the second link does. Yeah, this is in American dollars. I don't know why they have two different links like that. That's strange. But this has got some really pretty stuff on it too. If you ever find anything and you can share it, share it. I love stuff like this. The one that I found had a heart on it. It's there's a girl named Lisa Cause. It's like on this website there's a bunch of different creators. It's not just one person. And it was a Lisa Cause book that I got. And then I Googled her and I found her on YouTube. I mean, she's not like, she doesn't do videos like we do. I think she started, but now she does this. It's almost like she created journals and then pressed it. Like it's all pressed down. And they turned them into journals. Here's one of her journals. Was hoping it would show the one that I like of hers, that I got of hers. but I'm not seeing it. Look how pretty, though. See if I can. It's not going to let me link this one. Here, I'll just show you a picture. It's almost like kind of like, when you see people do the ACT cards and they cut words separate. Look how pretty that is. This is one of her journals. But the one I have upstairs has got a heart in the center of it. Pull this down. I'm always up too high. Pull my arm up a little bit on my camera. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. But see, this is like her work. And the heart that I have upstairs is really pretty. Like you can see words that says live each day with a grateful heart. Well, let me blow it up, so I'll pull it as close as I can. But it does. It's like the front of her journals remind me of an artist trading card. She's very talented. I know. I love when I find stuff like this. But the inside is like the cover is so pretty, and then the inside it has like an image in the background, but the lines that you write over, and it's just a pure straight through book, but they're so pretty. I love finding like stationery sites and stuff like that and looking at stuff, but they have like planners on here. They have drinkware. They have all kinds of stuff. This is why I live on Google. I live on Google to find this kind of stuff. I'm always nibbing for different things. I don't know if I can find her journal. For some reason, it's not coming up. It was Target. That's where I found it. I was in Target buying something else. And you know how like they give suggestions when you scroll down? That's how I found. Here it is. Yes. I had to type her name in and I put Heart Journal. This is her other style. It's something, well, that's not quite the one I have, but it's close. It's something like this. It's got the heart, but not the key. She must have did different ones. But this one's on Pinterest. Gosh, I could get lost in Pinterest. I'd be on there all day if I could get away with it. But it's something, it's got kind of like a heart, but there's no stitch in the middle. But there's like a real pretty heart on the front of the one I have. But that's the kind of art she does. It's almost like it's layered, but it's not dimensional. It's like one page, and if you go down through, this must be her. Oh, she's cute. Look at that dragonfly. Oh, she's cute. I never saw what she looked like before. Here's her picture in this one. And she's a mixed media altered art journal. Look at that dragonfly. Would that not be gorgeous on the cover of a journal? And it's blue. That is so pretty. It doesn't say what that is. It was big enough to be a blanket. But that is so, I love her work. She's like my favorite. Show all images of Lisa Cosshart. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, look at that. I love her work, period. This is the journal I have right here. Finally, I found the cover. This is the one that's on the front of the one I have upstairs, but I used it already. There it is. It's a heart with the key down the center without the... It could be, but it doesn't have the stitching. That's the cover on the journal. That's the one I saw on Target, and I was like, I'm buying that journal. And I have it. And then I showed it's out of stock. It was only $18.99. It's out of stock right now, and this is off of overstock.com. But I seen it, and then I was teasing Patty because her last name's Lang, and it was Lang that that they sell her the stuff in. And then somebody else bought this journal and sent it to Patty. I can't remember if it was Jody. Somebody did, but it was just too funny. Her name is Lisa, Kaus, I believe. Yes. Here, let me put it in the room. If you type in Lisa Kaus hearts, it'll bring her right up. That's her name. But she sells she's on Pinterest, but then she sells and puts her stuff in that Lang place that I posted. Is that not cool? And then let me see. I don't think she's done anything on here. Let me see if she still has her YouTube channel, because that's how I found her. I was like, she's so cool. I was hoping she had a channel where you could see her stuff. It shows her. Lang has a channel. It's got 114 subscribers, but there she is. When I type in Lisa Kaus, it comes up with a how-to video, Artist of the Month, and it's under Lang. The channel's Lang. Is that not cool? She's very creative, though. I thought she had her own channel too, though, but I'm not finding it. Yeah, I am. There she is. It's Lisa Kaus Art Studios, but she only has 3 videos. It's like she started YouTube and then she just didn't. She quit. Here's the... Here, hold on. This was her... Let me get back here to her. Yeah, because I'm subscribed to her channel. Because that's how I found her on YouTube the first time. Come on, Tammy. Pay attention. Yes, here, this was her channel. And then... She's also featured here, if I can get there without the twirliness. Here. Yeah, that was her channel, and then this is the Lang channel. She's on both. But they didn't do very much. It's almost like she came on here and then she left. She has 38 subscribers, and these were done 4 years ago. There's 3 videos posted, and they were all years ago. And then the Lang videos, They only had 116 subscribers, and the last one posted was 3 years ago. This was a long time ago. Like, they started and quit. Like, maybe to take off, and then once they took off, they didn't need YouTube anymore. But it is interesting watching the few videos that's there. Shy. I don't know why it shouldn't have. Oh, gosh. They can't be that powerful, but then again, that's YouTube for you. YouTube's always knocking me somewhere. I have 2 things of coffee dyed paper left. I've never used an iPad. Oh, I've never had one. I played with laptops, computers, cell phones, but I've never played with an iPad. I know nothing about them. I think my granddaughters even have iPads. Oh, that's too funny. But if you ever find anything, make you Bluetooth shy. If you ever find any fun links that you want to share, once you're blue, you can stick them in the stream. I like when people share different links to check out. I think that's a lot of fun. But gosh, when you see Daphne's Diaries, I have Foxy Rags. I have the first 3 editions that's been published by Tracy Fox. They're you can go to Tracy Fox on Etsy and get those. They're digital downloads. And we can't show them because you got to get them, but the Foxy Rags are nice because she puts extra stuff in to where it comes off like a digital. She and parts of the magazine are oh, you're welcome, are tags that you can cut out and use. She gives you extras in the Foxy Rag. If you guys have not, I don't know if you have ever bought the Foxy Rag, I'll give you the link to that too. Michelle Scott's on her design team. And she's got really cool stuff. But I like it that you don't have to pay shipping. You just get the Foxy Rag right off the site. I don't know where the link is or them are for. Darn it. No, I don't think they're on her regular site. Well, darn it. Ugh. I don't know where the... That's weird. Okay, I found her link. Finally. Here's Tracy's link. I like her shop. I have it saved as a favorite. And another person I really like too. Oh my goodness, I love this site for digitals too. Let me get her up here. Oh gosh, I hate the way Etsy, I'm telling you, they're so finicky. Hold on. It's just going to be easier for me to do it this way. They're so finicky when you type things and they just, ugh. They're not forgiving. Like, sometimes when you type a word in wrong in Google, it'll give you like different references. Etsy doesn't do that. It's so irritating. It's like, be a little bit more forgiving. Okay. This is another one. They're called Calico Collage. This is another one of my favorite digital places. Etsy's just so freaking finicky. I had to go to my favorites. I had to look up my hearts to be able to find it. Me too. But Calico Designs just blows me away too. They have beautiful items. These are some of my favorite places that I get my digitals. I know Etsy needs to be a little more search friendly than what it is. That's the only really pet peeve I have about them. I bought a few digital stuff this year for Valentine's Day that were fun. Now that I'm on the print Insta Ink, I freaking love it. Like, I got 2 new cartridges up there I haven't even opened yet that they sent. Michelle's on the highest, which is $10 a month, because, she's on a design team for Tracy, which is digital, so she's always printing. But I don't use as much as she does, so I'm on like, I think it's like $2.99, and I'm telling you what, ladies, anybody that doesn't do Insta Ink's crazy. I mean, I hate being locked into stuff, and my husband hates it too. He hates being locked into things that automatically comes out of his paycheck. He just doesn't like it. It's just something that, we rather pay for stuff as it comes. But I told him, I said, you're stupid for not trying it. And I'm glad we did, because every time I buy 2 cartridges for my printers, it's like $70 with shipping. So even at the $9.99 level, you're saving so much money. And the ink cartridges, they're longer, but they fit right in. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't realize that it's unbelievable. Instant Ink changed my life. I love it, because I don't spend near as much as what I used to spend on ink doing the Instant Ink. I just can't believe how much money it saved us. Now, when I do my live sales, I'm not on the Instant Ink down here, but I told him, because I know during live sales, you don't know how many pages you're going to end up running off. So it's a little bit harder. I would have to have like the $9.99 to do that, because it wouldn't help on sales for me to be on the cheap one, because I'm on the cheapest one. I bought a laser printer and I was so disappointed. I bought a Brother. It was a nice one, but it didn't print on cardstock. I was like, you're kidding me, right? It was like a $300 machine, and I got it, and it would not print on cardstock. I sent it back, Liz. I said, I don't want something that if I can't print it. The one that I have is just an HP printer. It's the same one Michelle Scott has. This thing will print on anything. It even prints on fabric. And this was only like $70 compared to the $300. And the Brother, the ink even was expensive. It was like $80 per cartridge. That's outrageous for a laser. I'm not impressed with laser printers. I sent it back and I don't regret it, because this inkjet here, it's really cheap and it's nice. This prints on everything. It prints on cardstock, it prints on fabric, it prints on everything. And it's an inkjet. The one that I have, Michelle just posted, it's out of stock. I can't find it. And how I ended up with it in the first place was the printer that I had down here. I paid $65 when I first opened my used bookstore, and it had 2 brand new cartridges in it, and it quit working. I've had it for 8 years now, and it finally just died. So I literally was Googling what printers matched the ink, because I just bought 2 new cartridges. And what happened is it ended up matching the one Michelle was telling me that she used. Mine ink matched her printer. So I Googled every single printer that it was compatible with, and all of them were sold out but that one. And they only had 2 left. So I hurried up and bought it, and I have not seen them back in stock yet. And she posted a link today in her live stream to someone else, and she's like, well, it's not available in my store. I said, it's not available in any of the Walmart stores, because I can't find it either. So I don't know if you can get it or not. Let me get the link for let me find it. Oh, heck. Who the heck did I send the link to? Oh. Hmm. 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 Michelle sent me the name of it. I'm looking in our messages to find it. I'm so lazy. I never delete my messages. I get so many messages to clean, it's crazy. I have like tons on. I did fun clean my phone ones out. They're gone. But I have tons on Instagram and my Facebook Messenger. I'm terrible about deleting messages. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it isn't. But me and her were talking about printers, and she told me what kind, and then I told her I ended up with it, and I can't find where we were talking about it. Because she had her printer on today. She was ironing. If you get a chance, if you didn't see Michelle's live today, it was really good. She took and she ironed pieces of fabric to wax paper, freezer paper, and she printed on the fabric. She ran it through her printer. It was awesome how it turned out. It was really awesome. Shell's got a lot of really good do it yourself videos from scratch. She makes a lot of homemade things and teaches you how to do it. I think she makes a homemade gesso or primer or something. I can't remember what it was. Out of baby powder or something. It was really cool. She makes some cool stuff. I can't find where me and her were talking about the printer. Wait, here it is. Here it is. See, I said I couldn't find it, and here it is. It is the, let me get it here. Oh, this is the printer right here. HP Office Jet 380 3830. That's the one I have sitting on my desk, and I love it. And that's the one Michelle uses. I haven't printed on fabric with it or nothing yet, but I do know the one I had before this one, I tried to print on paper before I coffee dyed it, and it disappeared. And then I tried to print on after it was coffee dyed and it wouldn't work. That was the printer before this one. I haven't tested this one yet. But for some reason it will not print on coffee dyed paper, the one I had before. It was awful. And then I had got the inkjet purposely for, not the inkjet, the laser printer, the Brother laser printer off of Amazon. It was a nice one. It had fantastic coloring, but it would not print on cardstock. It wouldn't even pick up a piece of cardstock. It was terrible. So people were asking questions through Amazon, and I'm like, you know, you would think, being that expensive and the ink being like $70 every cartridge or $80, that it would print on cardstock. And I asked that question and they came back at me, no. So before you ever buy a printer, always type in, because I even do that now, I'll type in printers that print on cardstock. And it gives you a very limited list. Like, even if you go to like Dell and you type it in their search, you only get like 3. So there's not a lot of printers that print on cardstock. I didn't realize that. But this one does. And so did my last one. But the laser one, nope. And I'm like, I'm not paying over $300 for something that doesn't print on cardstock. I want it to be able to print on many different surfaces. It just all depends on what you're doing. You know, I'm not knocking laser printers. It just doesn't do what I want it to do. But if a person's using it for a different purpose and it works for you, well, then good for you. But it wasn't working for me. Because I know everybody's got different taste in what they do artistically too. Like, there's a lot of people that love gel plates. I'm just totally not interested. Now, my husband said he must have seen something about gel plates, and he says, I think it would be cool to try a gel plate. I said, more power to you. You want to try a gel plate? Go for it. But it's just not my cup of tea. I don't want to. I have no interest in gel plates whatsoever. I think it's cool to watch other people do it, though, that are into it. I think it's awesome. It's just not something I want to do. And that's weird too, Liz, because I'm telling you, Brother is always promoted. They have the scan and cut and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I have a Toshiba laptop, I have a Dell laptop, and I have HP computer upstairs. Personally, I don't even know if Toshiba makes a desktop, but my personal preference in a desktop is a Dell. I like Dell computers. I've had nothing but issues with my HP computer. It's been a nightmare, to say the least. If you only knew. I talked about it a couple times in lives. It was crazy what I went through. My very first desktop of an HP was a horror story. I still have it. It's up there working, but I can't put a lot of stuff on it. When you literally get a computer for your first time and you crash the sign-in screen, you know something's wrong. And my Dell, my very first Dell, was a home edition. Excuse me. I had that sucker running for 13 years. It never saw a shop. Even Dell was impressed. Because I learned how to maintenance format. I learned how to erase the hard drive with an eraser. All that kind of stuff, and start from scratch in my computer. I kept that thing running like a kitty cat purring. Never had problems with it. But when I got my HP computer, it was a nightmare from the beginning. The wireless printer, it's the top of the line. I have the Envy upstairs, but it would not print color. And I couldn't figure out why. It'll scan and copy color, but it wouldn't print from the computer. For for over a year, I had this and I never printed. It just sat there looking pretty. And one day I just sat down. I told my husband, so I'm so frustrated because I took classes. I took classes on H plus, 8+ computers, how to, keep your printers and everything working. It's a bottom of the line, but it's basically maintenance of your computer. I took these classes through Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, through our unemployment office. I walked in there. I said, I want to learn how to maintenance my computer. I want to learn how to fix it. I learned how to dual boot with 2 different operating systems on one computer. I learned a bunch of things in this class. I said, I just want to do it because my husband said he's not paying for it to go to a shop. And if it crashes, I got to be the one to fix it. So they sent me in these classes and I took them. I still have my books upstairs. It's all about the operating system and it's all about the hardware. So my teacher always told me, don't overlook the obvious, because he would stick a tower in front of me and say, fix it. This is the kind of class I had. It wasn't you read a book and you took tests. You literally was hands-on with the computer. One time it was something stupid. The power cord was bad. And I'm, of course, overlooking the obvious and making it harder than what it was. So that was going on in my mind when I was thinking about this. Like, what is it? What is it that this printer's not working because you couldn't even troubleshoot it? HP customer service. I even paid for the extra service for them to come in, and even they were baffled. The guy said he just didn't understand it because you can't troubleshoot this. If you type in, why aren't my ink cartridges working? Both of them should not be working. I could get black and white. I couldn't get color. It was craziness. I'm like, I have never seen a computer ever in my life that shot out one color, a cartridge and not the other. Never. If any computer has a problem, trust me, I've had it. I seem to be the computer error person. So I sat down and I was just beside myself and I was just like, there's got to be something. Well, then it hit me. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, Tammy, you can't even stand a wireless mouse. I hate them. They go through batteries like crazy. I just can't stand them. I have to have a wire. I have to have a wire. And if you notice, see this mouse right here? It's attached. I will not do wireless. Can't stand wireless anything. So I said, you know what? It's a wireless printer. So I told Mike, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to the freaking store and I'm going to find a wire for this and make it not wireless. So all that time it sat there, Liz, it was the damn wireless. As soon as I put the wire into the thing, it worked like a dream. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. The whole year I missed printing because of a freaking wire. As soon and there was something that malfunctioned. Like, I don't know, in delivery, this is my personal opinion. What I feel is that it was dropped somewhere along the line when the computer was delivered with it was the actual printer, I feel, was dropped in shipping. Because something happened and the wireless part was not working. It kept saying it was connected because I was like, because the guy kept saying, you're going through customer service. He's going, are you sure it's not the cartridge? He said, because, it comes with that sample and then you got to buy. So, honey, listen, if it was the cartridge, why would it be printing a copy in color? If I lay a copy in the scanner, and I hit copy, color's coming out. So if it's the cartridge, it wouldn't be printing color at all. That's just common sense. It's when I hit on the computer to print in color, it's not working. But yet, if I go to print any picture, they were all coming out in black and white. So the black ink was working, the color wasn't. I said, trust me, I've been through every single thing in my brain to try to figure this out. I said, no color would come out at all. And he goes, well, you have a point because it was copying in color. So he turned around and he says, I don't know. And then they had to make an extra folder because I had a password. You know, when you sign into your screen, they force you to do a password. We're clear back in the day when I had Home Edition and Pro, you had the choice to put a password on your computer or not. You didn't have to have a password. Well, they didn't have this option on this computer, and it absolutely drove me crazy because why do you have to have a password if you don't want one? Passwords to me were kind of like to protect your kids from not getting into your stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so this forced me to do it. And every time I typed in my password, it crashed. The literally sign in screen crashed. So the guy came in and he set up another folder where it had Tammy dash something. I don't know what the heck he did. But every single time I tried to go in the regular way, it kept telling me I needed a thumb drive or something to create a password. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I told this guy, I've been into computers since 2001. Well, actually, since 2000. I was clear back to when you had to prompt stuff. And I said, I don't understand why I can't sign into my screen. And he was like, I don't know. He did this folder thing, but then it crashed again. Well, one thing I do like that they did new is I had some stuff on my computer that I wanted. I forgot to back up because I do have external hard drives. So I told him, I said, they have a route now that even though my HP completely crashed, there was a screen that you could go into and back it all up. And what it did was had a folder, then it had a drop down and something else. I literally got everything off that computer. I've never seen that before. So I was happy about that. Lightning had hit. It depends on too now on what hard drive you have, because a lot of the newer hard drives you have like in your laptops and stuff, you can get a SATA drive, which I also have one of those. And you're able to take everything off your external hard drive as long as it's working. The older ones, I had a Dell that was 2000, even though I bought it in 2002, I think it was a 2000. The SATA drive on it, what it is you plug the ribbon into it, and it's supposed to open up like an external hard drive. But what happened was you hear click, 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 and it never opened. Lightning kept hitting it. We kept having power surges at my old house. And for some reason, even though I had a surge protector that was guaranteed for a lifetime, after like I don't know, if it was like the 5th time we had a power surge, it literally killed that surge protector, and I kept getting a bunch of errors. I was in the middle of taking pictures of my grandson off of the Sears site for my daughter, and it totally like it fried something in the motherboard because I can't even get in it at all. And all I wanted was those pictures. I could care less about anything. I just wanted those pictures, and I never could get them. So I bought a SATA drive and tried to hook it up, but it didn't work. It clicked and it refused. But they do have tech people. Like I have my niece's husband's in IT, and he even told me the older, bigger hard drives are harder to get into than the newer ones, that they have new ways of backing stuff up now. But my daughter, they had, you know how like they have your, what is it, the Friday after Thanksgiving where you go in and you do the Black Friday shopping. Walmart had a special on external hard drives one year, and I bought one for each of my daughters so that they would have something to back their stuff up on. This was actually shocking too. She would take all the pictures of her daughters and stuff that, you know, she posted. She had everything backed up, and she would post on Facebook and stuff of my grandkids. And the external hard drive quit working. And she got that tick, tick, tick sound trying to I go, you got to be freaking kidding me. So if your external hard drives don't last, how the heck are you supposed to back up anything from the web? That would be awful. And she said, I had to go back through. She says, thank goodness all the pictures that were on the external hard drive were actually on Facebook. Yeah, she had to go clear back through all her Facebook to back everything up again because the external hard drive wouldn't let her in. She sent it off to, and to my niece's husband. He couldn't get into it either. He said there's something that happened to it. And it's like, well, if you can't back your stuff on her external hard drive, what can you trust? That's awful when your external hard drive doesn't work. So she lost, she said all the pictures she had saved on that were gone. She never could get back in it. I have, I think, like 4 external hard drives, and thank goodness I've never had any malfunctions with them. But I would die. Like literally 2 of them, I have everything the same on both of them because after that happened to her, I'm almost afraid to trust external hard drives now. Because that's terrible. I have a lot of art stuff and a lot of font styles and thousands of font styles on this one. I would die if it quit working. I got so much stored. So I don't know. When she told me that happened to her, I was like, no, don't tell me that. But I guess everything can malfunction. I don't know. That's a scary thought. And she even lent it to me and I couldn't, it just made a ticking noise. I couldn't get in it either. I tried everything. Wouldn't let me in. But I do like these though. I showed these one time too. You know how when you buy for people that like to paint or you like to use glue brushes, I bought these for acrylic paints. And I noticed a lot of the brushes that you get, they have like these wee teeny little brushes. I know I would cry too. And you don't see enough of this size. Like these are the size I like using for glues. Like kind of like these sizes right here. But it's like, look at these teeny ones. Like I don't use these. These to me are like more like watercolor brushes. Like something I would have used as a kid. And then this fan brush I'll probably never use. And these ones I'll never use. These are probably my favorites out of this whole pack. So I just started Googling around. And I found these. I was like, yes. Because they have all the tips. And only a couple of the tiny ones. This one here I would even still use. These 2 probably not. But all the middle ones I would. I'm so impressed with this. So, because I love using this size for glue. So, I have my new glue set of brushes. Oh, I know. It's ridiculous. No, I like these ones for glue. I run them under Dawn when I'm done and it cleans them right up. And I have a glue jar and they're awesome. And then I have another set in here for my paints. I got glue bottles all over my house. These are called, I got these off of, let me see if I can pull these up on Walmart because that's where I got these from and I really, really like them. I'll type it in and see if I can link it. Oh, come on. Why are you gonna be mean? It's not them. Here they are. These ones here are pointy though. Maybe there's 2 sets. There is 2 sets. Here's the second set. And they're not bad either. Here they are, right here. I found a link, and they're cheap too. They're reasonable. These are called Zhu Ting, Ting. There's the link right there. Oh, I use acrylic paint brushes. These can be used for watercolor, oil, or acrylic paint, but to me, they're glue brushes. This is the only set I use for glue. I have an acrylic set that's separate, and you get 12 pieces. There's 2 designs on here. I like the one I showed you that should pull up, and then the other circle underneath is, they're pointy. They're more pointy. These are made with nylon, set nylon hair paint brushes. I love these. And when I'm done using them, I have Blue Dawn and I run them under warm water and it comes right off and they're ready for the next time. I leave them set upstairs on a paper towel. But I wanted the bigger brushes because I like them. And I feel like I save on glue by using brushes, if that makes any sense. I feel like I don't use as much because you're spreading your glue out and you don't have as much bubbles either. But my glue jar is upstairs, unfortunately. And if it starts to get thick, like I use the Alina's, in the I like the clear, but I like the one in the other color bottle that's white. That's what I have in my glue jar. And if it starts to thicken, I can put a little bit of water in it and mix it up. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Plus, I got 2 gallons of Elmer's glue. I'm good on glue. I have bottles like this laying all around my house upside down. Because I haven't finished. But Alina's my favorite glue. I love Alina's tacky glue. It's my favorite by far. I have this. I bought this Tombow glue. This is a pen. I got this off of Maddie's sale. This is not a bad glue if you want like a tinier tip. And I really like somebody who, I think it was Katie, that was showing Alina's Fusion glue. I don't like it at all. I don't like it on fabric. It's too runny. I have some of it upstairs and I won't use it again. I do like Fabri-Tac, but the smell, it's the acetone. It gives me a headache. But I do like the Fabri-Tac. I like it better for fabric. But I definitely smell the acetone. I used to be an airbrush painter too, and that acetone smells like it's in your fingernail polish remover. That strong smell. But I've tried a bunch of different glues. This glue here I'm not impressed with either. This is the Elmer's glue with glitter in it. The glitter doesn't even show. It disappears. The Art Glitter glue at the Dollar Tree is way better than this. If you're looking for a shine, this here is more of a, if you want something flat. I'm not a big fan of the Elmer's Classic Glitter Glue. I really don't like this. It's not my favorite glue. But I do love these. I think I bought these at Walmart. They're a glitter marker. You got to press them to press the tips down to get it started. These are amazing. I love these. I love these markers. They're just called glitter marker. They're awesome. I got my colored pencils. I thought I had one set, and here I have two. Remember, Liz? I almost ordered another set because I couldn't find my colored pencils off of Mary Ann. And I was like, oh, crap. Because I had them up in my computer room and I couldn't find them. I was going to order them off of her, and I found two sets. Here's one, and I have another complete set. So I had to cancel that order because I don't need them. I have a set down here and a set upstairs not even opened. And I have a, what was the other thing? Oh, I found the box. It's because sometimes you think you're crazy. You're like, did I really buy that? Because you have some, once you start getting in art supplies, I have an electric pencil sharpener somewhere in this house. I can't find it. I found the box to it, so I know it's here. I just told my husband, I hope by the time I find it, the batteries aren't corroded that I put in it, because it's an amazing pencil sharpener. I'm so mad because right now I have to use those little chintzy manual pencil sharpeners from the Dollar Tree, and they keep breaking. Your pencil lead keeps breaking in them. Oh God, they're the type that just irritates you. And I miss my electric pencil sharpener, and I can't find the darn thing. I've been looking and looking. I was so excited when I found the box and it's empty. I told my husband, where the heck would a person put an electric pencil sharpener? It's not on my desk. It's not in my cubbies. I have no clue where this is. And I tell him all the time, I swear the house eats our stuff. Jot glue is not bad either. I do like the jot glue. I have it upside down too. I can't find mine, and it's so irritating. I was using a pencil the other day and it broke, and I was like, where's my sharpener? So I found a Dollar Tree when I broke two of them so far, and I had to pitch them, and I have a third sharpener. No, it's awful. I can't find it. It's round. I know what it looks like. It's black, and it's like, like round and then flat on the bottom for you to set it up. And all I have to do is stick my pencil, it goes, and it's done, and it's gone, and I can't find it, and it's so irritating. And my husband's laughing at me because I can't find it. And I even I bought some resin. Patty made these really cool resin molds a long time ago. I have a box of them. Cannot find them anywhere. I literally have the paint, the sealant, and everything to paint this one piece, and I can't find them. I know where the paint and sealant is. It's sitting up on my counter in the kitchen, but I can't find the resin. I am such a mess to find anything. I can't find nothing. Every time I clean and I move something, I'm lost. I can't wait to get the downstairs done. My daughter teases me all the time. She sent me a picture today. Before you leave, Shy, you got to see this. This is how my daughter even knows I'm so unorganized. She's like, Mom, look, this is what you need. Wait till you see this before you go. And she's about right. Somebody's selling this. It's too bad it's too far from my house. It's a dresser. It's a dresser, and it's got drawers labeled tools, stickers, punches, pencils, pens, and embellishments. Does she think she's trying to give me a hint? Look. This is what she sent me a picture of today that she print screened. I think she's trying to tell me I need organized, Liz. I know, isn't it? Somebody's selling this for $40. That's like, it's too far away from my house, or I'd go get it. But isn't that cute? I know. She's like, Mom, get it together. And they had a big auction on, they combined schools here because we had so many people move away. So they did like a combination and some of the schools closed. They did a great big auction off of a bunch of stuff. Like they sold all kinds of like athletic equipment and stuff. And then there was this one big dresser looking, it's like a china closet looking thing with drawers. My daughter hinted on that too. She says, Mom, this is what you need for your craft room. I'm like, really, Jade? It has all these little drawers and stuff. It looked like a teacher used it for crafts. She says, you need this in your room so you get organized. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not organized. But what it is when you see the books that I'm selling, like right now, I'm doing the romance books for February. Do you know that the books that I'm showing in these videos, I just cleaned off 2 shelves in my store. So that means those shelves are going to be free to put crafts on. Right now, the top of that's filled, the middle of the section's filled, and the bottom I need to put stuff in. So every time you see me get rid of these books on these book sales, that's what I'm doing. I'm emptying my shelves so that I could stick my crafts in. But I'm like in transition because my bookstore is half bookstore, half craft room. So it's a mess. It really is a mess. Because until I get the bookshelves free, as I show the videos all month, the videos that you will see the whole month of February, they go bye-bye at the end of the month, whether I sell them or not. It's a last chance to give them a home so that they don't see a landfill or get recycled. But they're going bye-byes. They go off and they're gone. Because I can't keep them. I've got to make room. So that's what I decided to do, because the whole concept of my bookstore was try to save books from the landfill. So that's why they're getting last chances. And then they go off to a thrift store. If they're falling apart and, the pages are bad or whatever, they're getting recycled. But I send them off to a thrift store, what doesn't sell, and then I'll continue. And as I do this, all these videos are helping me clean my bookstore out, because I'm not taking any more books. All these books are books that I'm liquidating. And then everything that goes out, like one bookshelf, when I did the educational ones last year, all that was cleaned off, and I brought a whole bunch of crafting stuff and filled that bookshelf already. So that's what I've been doing as I've been getting rid of books, as I've been organizing my crafts into where my books were. It's coming along, but it's just going to be a little while. Oh, they're all on my channel. I post them all over Facebook too. They're always on my Facebook page because what it isn't just YouTube. I put them on YouTube, and then I put them on my Facebook page, and then I stick them through the marketplace on Facebook when I'm done. That's why I do 10 books a video, because I do 10 photographs. That's all they allow you on Facebook in the marketplace. That's why I do it that way. But it's working. I mean, people will ask me through Facebook a lot. I had one girl, she come and met me on the porch, and she just gave me the $1 and took the book. That's how I've been doing it, because with COVID, I've never reopened the store. I have a license, but I just haven't opened it because I'm trying to liquidate it. And I was afraid sometimes, like, I can post 5 days a week and hide behind my store name because they don't consider you spam. But if you're like a person just selling books, that, some of those pages are like, well, why are you posting 5 days a week? With a business, I can get away with it. That's why I haven't closed my store yet, is I'm using my store name to liquidate. And then once the books are gone, I'm going to close my bookstore. but I'm going to stick with Tammy's Crafty shop on Etsy. And then I'm going to be able to start doing crafts and posting them on Etsy. My whole thing is I'm changing everything. Like, once the bookstore is closed, then I would like to do some crafts and say, hey, this is what I'm posting in my Etsy this week video. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue doing live sales or not every second Tuesday, or if I'm just going to go straight into doing crafts on and doing videos. I'm not sure yet, because I do enjoy the live sales with, you know, everybody coming in and having fun and talking. Like, I do like that part about the live sales, but I hate invoicing. I'm sorry. I hate packing stuff and invoicing, because I don't do priority boxes. When I do my invoicing, I try to make everything as flat as possible so people pay the least amount possible. Because anything that's open in a box, you have extra air. And personally, sometimes don't get me wrong, this is not knocking other sellers, so please do not take this wrong. But like, sometimes I'll go into a sale and I might not want very many items. Well, a lot of the sellers that do the priority, they're trying to force you to fill those boxes, because if you don't fill them, then you pay for air. When you buy box, anything, any size, it doesn't matter if it's a priority or not. If you have any type of box whatsoever that has extra room in it, you're paying for that air. That's why I like to fill it as much as possible, so you're not paying for the air. But I feel bad because, like, me and Katie had this issue even on her channel. Like, there was only a couple things I liked, and they didn't even begin to fill a priority box. So then she told me, well, we'll wait till the next sale, because I didn't have enough. So then I said, well, that's nice that she offered that. Well, then when her next sale came, I didn't want anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, what are you supposed to do if you can't fill a box? I feel bad, because you can't just keep letting that person wait till the box is filled. It's just sometimes I don't need certain things, and then sometimes I do. So that's why I don't like the priorities, because I don't want people to feel like they have to fill that box to get their order. So I go around and I look. I look for different sizes, because I have a jumbo bag I buy that's usually my most common, and then I have cleared down to the little 6x9s. And I do have like a selection of bags. It's boxes I have a harder time with, but I do find them, because sometimes I'll have an Amazon box laying around and I just redo it. I just have to make sure I extra tape some of them, because depends on, you know, how flimsy they are. But it's really hard to find reasonable boxes that you're not going to pay a big price for, because the biggest online seller is Uline. And Uline charges, they're expensive. They're not cheap to buy boxes from them. But I do have one set that I bought a whole bunch of. I got a deal on, and I bought them in like Walmart. You can go in and pay $1 for some of their boxes, but it's only a couple sizes. It's not like the sizes that I use, because everybody orders something different. But like this time, every one of my sales, I seem to do okay, though, as far as like picking packaging, because I have more bags coming for the jumbo size. But like, I have this size here. This is a cute size that's kind of more medium from the 6x9. This is like a step up from there. But I do like the bubble pads on the inside. And I found these for pretty reasonable on Amazon. So these are kind of nice. And if I do have envelopes I feel that aren't thick enough, then of course I do have bubble wrap here that I will wrap them in to make it, you know, last. But I think that's the hardest part. It's like I mean, like, not loading it to my Etsy, not that type of invoicing. Like, I don't have a problem with that. It's just packing, because I have a scales here and I've got to make sure they're as small as possible and making sure I have the right size packaging. So I have that in my scales and I do all that. And my scales are only so big. What was funny one time? Your box, Liz. I've had a couple people order the size you did. You know, that box that you have with all that stuff in it. Let me tell you how I had to weigh that. This is, as I said, this is what gets to be a pain, because my scales is like the size of this book. Okay. So if you set a box that size on here, you can't see the weight. Like, I'm literally almost on the floor trying to read the amount of weight because you can't see it. The box covers the scale. So I'm thinking, okay, Tammy, you got to figure out how to do this to be able to read the scales. And this is how I had to do yours. I had to take the book sideways and I had to pile them all the way up and put the box on top to be able to read the scales. This is hysterical. And then it went to error when I got the last few books. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Here my scale only weighs up to 50 pounds and then it don't weigh no more. I didn't know that. So what I had to do was I had to pile it with the box on it, take a few books off, and then I had to add the books on, and then I had to add the numbers together to get the weight on that box. That's the only part I'm serious. I hate doing the scales part. And I didn't know it only weighed up to 50 pounds. And my husband's laughing at me because he come down here and I had that box card. He was, what are you doing? I said, I can't read it under the box. So I had to put the box on top of the books, but it works. I mean, you got to be really creative to figure out some of this stuff. It's awful because my scale's like, it is literally this size. So you can imagine putting the size of that box on this, because it sits like this, and the very front of the scales comes down at a slant. It's hysterical. So when I put your box on, you're gonna be kidding me. I can't read it. You can't even use a flashlight to do it because it's digital and it won't show. So I'm like, oh my goodness. It was like I was praying I wouldn't have a book of lunch because I literally had them piled on top of each other with your box on top to read the scales. So it's hysterical. But I did it, and it's been a couple orders I've had like that. I'm like, oh, my poor scales. They're like this skinny little scale, and I have these big boxes sitting on them. It is funny, Liz. Oh my God. And one of my buyers was so funny because she was out of the country. This was even, you think that was bad. You should have seen what I had to do for her. Because she has a certain amount she'll pay for shipping. Well, she got carried away at one of my sales and she wanted a whole bunch of stuff. Well, she didn't want to pay all the shipping. So she's like, well, take this out, and this out. You know what that's like for me at 54 with the osteoarthritis, lifting this box like 50 times, trying to get the right weight. I had to undo, and then she would say, oh, put this back and take that out. So I did it again. I was like ready to choke her. Like, would you stop? I can't lift this box one more time. I'm going to cry. So it's hysterical. Should see some of the conversations we had. So finally she's like, just pick what you think I would like, because I can't get it all because the shipping just wouldn't change. It's horrible shipping out of the country. It really is. It's horrible. So I took and finally got it down to where she was okay with it, but it was so sad because a bunch of stuff was left out. But I just resold it later, but still. It's a lot of work. But it's horrible. Like, this one customer, I feel so bad for her because, the further the country is away, the horrible it is in shipping. It really is. So you can have a package only like so big, and right off the bat, it's $115 in shipping. That is a lot of money for shipping for just a little package. And we literally do, people blame Etsy. It's not Etsy. We literally get a discount. If I would take that same package to our post office and have them mail it, it's going to cost more. Etsy actually gets a discount at the post office. They actually save money. And when I ran this one person, the shipping was like $200 for shipping. They literally got a $6.36 savings. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And you can do pirate shipping also through Etsy. You can hook up pirate shipping if you want to, but it doesn't save that much. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. People keep saying you can keep getting it cheaper, but all I have to say, if you're getting it cheaper for someone else, then they're eating some cost somewhere, because I've done as cheapest as I could possibly do. I flatten the air out. I even take out, like if I have a bunch of different things in plastic bags, I even take the plastic bags out and flatten it as far as I can. And I still can't believe the shipping out of the country. Now, a priority box, say you have an Alta box about this size and a priority box about this size, out of the country, that is. It's $36. This is what it ran me to send an Alta size box that's not priority to the UK. But if you try to send priority, it costs $78. You cannot send priority out of the country and save money. Now, within the United States, I haven't got to compare a lot. But out of the United States, it's outrageous. It's almost double the cost. So priority is definitely not good out of the country. I know it's just crazy. Shipping's awful. Especially when you're like shipping from me to Australia, it's outrageous. But I think that priority boxes are good for some instances, but I don't think they are for other. It all depends on what you're sending. In the country, I think it's pretty close, depending on what it is. But all I know is, like, I try to flatten it as much as possible, and I don't know. I do the best I can, and I just don't know what else to do. I had a couple people cancel orders, excuse me, because their shipping was more than what they were paying for the products. And I'm like, well, what do you expect me to do? Raise the price on the products? I mean, because I do try to sell thrifty. So if you only buy, like, I think this one person had like a couple doolies that were like $1 a piece. They had something else that was like $4. It wasn't a big order, but the shipping was like $8 compared to $5 or something. And I'm like, well, I can't help that, but that's not my fault that the shipping's higher. I tend to sell thrifty if I can. So, but if they want to cancel their order, they can. But I know a lot of people will even leave, shipping carts. They go to buy something. And I have been with friends that's even done it. When they saw what the shipping price was, they were like short like $1 or $2, and they abandoned the cart because they couldn't get it. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. And then I went into this one site. Oh, I was so mad today. This purse I want so bad. It's so pretty. And it was $19 on the site, and I thought, that is awesome. I went to check out, and you'll never believe what it said. You have to have a minimum of a $500 order to get it. I'm like, you're freaking kidding me. So I took the name of the purse, and I literally just searched Google for it without going through the company that makes it. And they're selling the same purse that's for sale on this site for $19. They have it at Poshmark for $50. They have it on Amazon for 40 something. A $19 purse, and they doubled and tripled the prices. And I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for a $19 purse, but I'm not paying a $500 minimum to get it. That was really disappointing. I was like, no. I really miss brick and mortar stores for that reason, because a lot of sites you can't get free shipping unless you order like $100, $200, $500. Sometimes you might get lucky and it could be a $50 order, but what if you don't have $50? Yes, that's why a lot of people are going to miss brick and mortar stores for that reason. Because you could go in there and the shipping's already incorporated and everything's separate. And it's just awful that you have to order a minimum just to get something. And my hubby doesn't pay for Prime. So when I shop on Amazon, I always pay for shipping. eBay, I get away with getting free shipping sometimes, but it all depends. Yep. So I'm going to keep checking for that purse to see if I can find it cheaper. I have the name of it. I'll show you what it is. It's a pretty purse. I just don't want to pay that much money. Here's the name of it. If any of you find this cheaper, let me know. Well, thank you for coming in. Here's the purse I want. That's the one I want. The site is it's called Myra.com, but you have to have a minimum of $500 to get it. And that's sad. They have it on eBay for $49. They have it on Poshmark for $50. But if you go to the actual Myra, here, I'll show you. This is where it's at. It's actually $19 when you log in, but in order to shop from them, it's wholesale. So you have to pay a minimum of $500 to get any of the purses off their site. It's awful. But isn't that purse cute? I have a Myra purse, but I didn't get it this way. And I have no way of getting it, but I really like that purse. I think it's pretty. But $500 minimum, that's just nuts. I don't know. I'll keep looking for it later. I know I like it too. I got a blue jean one that's from them. There was a vendor selling them, and I got a blue jean one I haven't used yet. It's going to be my summer purse. I know. I'm telling you. And who I found out about him from was Patty. She found a vendor and took us on a trip on Facebook, and there was a vendor that sold it, but she must have bought that purchase to be able to sell them separate. And it was really cool because they're like recycled Everything on them is they're recycled. It's like some of the purses are made out of military tents. They're all recycled out of the things. You could go to the site and read about them. I'll put the site in, but it's really interesting because, you know, as junk journalers, we like to recycle and upcycle stuff. So that's where I learned about them from. Here, I'll put it in. But it's called a subtle canvas tote. Like they take everything on them is recycled. Everything. And if you go into the site, there's so many different styles of these. They're amazing. They have like travel ones, and if buying them through here, they're cheaper. They run like $24, $19, but you got to have a minimum of $500 to get them for that price. But you can go in and read about them. You can go up to those little dots. It's upcycled canvas bags. They have a men's collection. They have leather, all kinds of stuff. They have belts, jewelry, apparel if you pull the menu up. And it tells you about how they're made. It says the tote that this one here that I want, it says this tote bag is having a combination of denim, canvas, and leather, which is fitting comfortably over the shoulder. So it's got 3 different things in them. But there's a whole bunch of bags on here. Look at this one. Here's another bag that would be nice to travel with. Let's see if I can get the travel bags up here. There's one on here. It's so nice. I was looking at it and I thought, my goodness, my daughter would love this. Weekender bags, I think is what it's called. There's one on here. It's like a beige, and it almost looks like a print of a, it's got like a circle on it and like a print, almost like a postage stamp. It's the cutest. Like, look here. Here's one here. It's called the Partisan Weekend. It's got USA. It's got Freedom Forever, the United States, and it's got like that little seal over in the corner. There's some of it that kind of look like that. This is the one I liked here. There's a honeybee print. Look how cool that is. Authentic USA. And they're like weekend bags for you to pack and go. But when you sign in, I have an account with them because I had to sign up to see the prices. Here, I'll show you what the prices are. But I just couldn't get over how much they cost. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, maybe they should tell me how much they cost. Yeah, it says log in to see prices. Let me go back to the one I liked. Here. It says log in to see your prices. Well, darn it, why won't it let me? That's not it. Here it is. Okay, say it says you have no items in your shopping cart. Okay. Where the heck does it say to add it? For some reason, it's not letting me put that in my cart. Maybe because I have it on my wish list. But it still should, but it's not. So we'll do it this way. It says log in to see wholesale prices. Okay, so I'm going to log in. Hold on. Let me get logged in first. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So see, here it is. I'm logged in. Here's my account. And then up here, this is in here. See, it says US $19. So when I hit proceed to checkout, because they do take the other, it says right there, minimum order is $500. I'll pull it up so you can see it. But no, it's there. Look. Can you see that? Hold on. Let me try to get it to focus. Okay, team, you got a little too close. Let me do it in StreamYard. I hate because YouTube lags. Okay, I'll hold it there. So I'm not kidding. That's how much they want. Minimum amount is $500. That is ridiculous. That's a lot of money, though. So then, when you Google the purse, that's what I'm saying. So then I hit search for that same bag, and I'm not kidding. Look, they have it on eBay. Look at the prices. They have it on eBay for $49. And then here it is on Poshmark for $50, and it's a $19 purse. That's what makes me so aggravated. Even if the person had it for $25, they're still making a profit off of 19. You know what I'm saying? But 50, that's double the price and then some. It's irritating. I know it would be nice if we all could, but what are you going to do, you know? You'd have to get a bunch. Especially if a purse is only 19 to 20 something dollars, it would still take a lot to get to 500. That's a lot of freaking purses. You would have to be a vendor. I don't know. Things like that's just. Yeah, I gotta go too. My dog's probably up there doing the pee-pee dance. I haven't heard her jump down yet. Usually you hear tick, tick, tick across. Oh, I gotta shave this before I go too. Look what I found. Ooh. I wish I would have had these when I started my bookstore. Look what I got. Woo! I got a tease a little bit. Look how pretty. It's brand spanking new. Look at that back and front. It's soft. And you open it up. And there it is. Isn't this gorgeous? There's 160 pages. Isn't that cool? You want to know where to get them? I have a link for this too. No, I'm not selling these. These I just bought. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get the link real quick. Oh, no, they sell these in the stores. I just happened to find them when I was in a search one day, and I thought, oh. If they still have them, they should. They actually sell these at Walmart online. They sell some really cool looking ones, actually. Here it is. You guys want some? Well, they only have 3 left. So somebody else must have found them too. Oh, come on, Walmart. Let me link you. You had to be kidding me, right? This is just cruel. Oh, okay, here we go. I was going to say they better have a link. Yeah, this is like, these are like newer. These are updated, but I found these when I was searching and I was like, here you go. Anybody's interested in these, they have 3 left. I bought 2. I wished I would have had these when I started my bookstore. This would have been so cool to record in. And they are cheap. They're so cheap, Liz. Whoever else is lurking in here, $26.60 is all you pay, and they have 3 left, so you better hurry up. I love them. I bought 2, and I think I'm going to record our bills or something in them. I'll find something to do with them, but I love them. I have one. These were made in 2019, and I have one from, I think, the 80s that I started me and my husband's bills in. I didn't even know ledgers were popular. I just liked it because your checkbook only gives you so much room to do your checking in. So I use one of these to actually balance my checkbook and do our bills in. And I started and I still have it. I come on here and all these people are freaking out over ledgers. I'm like, huh? Somebody just gave it to me. I have these 2 and then that one. And this was all before junk journaling. I have another one upstairs somewhere that's blue, that's empty. I got that at an estate sale. That was real cheap though. But isn't that cool? These are so soft. But yeah, I love them. I got a couple. I bought these. Well, there you go. You got a link to them now. See, I could have went in there and bought them and never told nobody, but I share. I share. But wouldn't this be cool to have all my bookstore stuff in it though? And did my taxes in? Maybe somebody down the road would be in love with journals as much as we are, these ledgers, and you're welcome. I can't believe they only have 3 left. I don't know if they'll come back in stock or not. One thing I realized about Walmart is they buy stuff that's going out of business. Like there'll be online stores and they're going out of business, and then Walmart sells them, because I have these little Post-it notes that look like cell phones. I absolutely love them. They were perfect to use as receipts in my books because I don't like putting stickers on the front of books. And I kept buying them, and then I went back to the store and they weren't no more. So then I looked up the name of them online and they're gone. It was a business that went out of business, so I'll never see them again. Liz, you better hurry up and get in there and get them. It says there's 5 people watching. So we still got some lurkers in here. I bet you Mel's in here. She's over there in the corner being all quiet. She's sneaky. Mel, you better hurry up and get some. She likes ledgers too. But these were 2019. So what I'm thinking is that they bought up somebody that went out of business and they're just selling these off. The picture in here, it looks darker. Look at the picture compared to the real journal, but look how pretty these are. I know. I got 2 of them. I got this one and I have another one. I bought 2 of them. Every time hubby had a payday, I would go get one. So I got 2. I'm happy with the 2 I have, though. The other one's up here, look. I bought a heat gun too, Liz. See? I got 2 twinsies. And I finally own a blue heat gun. A heat tool. Got one of those too. Finally. Looky. Looky. I'm petting. You hear that? Nope, I never had a heat tool. I'm petting. I'm petting because these are awesome. This other one had looked like it was smashed. Look at the corner. Corner got a little smashed on this one. But yeah. If you buy one, let me know. If you get one of these, we'll have matching journals. Matching ledger journals. So aren't they cool? They're not real thick. They're not like real thick, but they'll do what I want them to do. Like I said, they have, what did I say, 160. Yeah, 160 pages between front and back. But look how cute they are. Whoa. And if you guys don't get them, next payday, I'm going to look again. I'm going to snatch another one. So what I was doing was buying them up as I could. But I'll share. All right. You have a good one, Liz. Thanks for coming in. Who else is lurking? Wake up, people. Poor Liz. You made her type clear up the stream by herself. These non-interactive people. We need to get paddles after them. Wake them up. Take care, Liz. Thanks for coming. And everybody else that's in here. You all take care. I'm going to go love on my puppy. And whatever time zone you're in, I will see you soon. Bye.